Hello, it's Nancy Berger, your realtor of choice when you're ready for a change here in the Twin Cities. I'm joined by my good friend Gilbert, who's going to sleep through this presentation. So basically, this is just very, very short. It's basically to tell you, or at least to make you aware of, any pitfalls or things that you should be aware of during the home purchasing process. So I'm Nancy, a full-time, full-service realtor associated with Coldwell Banker Realty out of the Crocus Hill office here in St. Paul, Minnesota. I have what I call as the calm approach to real estate transactions, where I clarify, I assure, I lead, and I move the transaction forward. So the future is tomorrow, so let's get planning today. Things to avoid or at least become aware of during the home purchasing process. Looking at homes before you've actually applied for a mortgage. At least get pre-qualified so you have an idea as to how much home you can comfortably afford. Talking to only one lender, you want to talk to a couple of lenders. Compare, contrast, see what programs they have, and find the one that you're most comfortable working with and that has the best fit for you. Buying more, and you don't want to buy more house than you can comfortably afford. Absolutely listen to advice from family, friends. They're going to give it to you anyway, so you might as well be courteous and listen to it. That's what we Minnesotans do. So, but realize that the only person that you need to listen to is yourself and whoever's name is on that mortgage and whoever name is on that title. Theirs is the only opinions that actually matter. So when it all comes down to it, unless their name is on that mortgage and on that title, you were polite, you listened, but you made your own decisions. Don't move too fast. Yes, it's very easy to get caught up in the rat race of a seller's market when you're a buyer and you really want this house and things like that. But that's why we get you pre-qualified. That's why I have you driving through neighborhoods. That's why you do certain things and do your homework so that you can, when you find that perfect house, you can move forward with it very, very quickly. But if you're not prepared, we don't want to move too quickly at that point. Don't drain your savings. We're going to need some money for the home inspection and maybe other things that come up during the home purchase process that before you actually closed on the home, you are going to have some expenses. So I want to make sure that you're aware of that. Be careful with your credit. Once you start the mortgage application, don't open any new credit. Don't close any credit cards. Don't run up your cards. Don't buy a new car. Just be very careful. Try to keep everything as much as the same as you possibly can. Don't fixate on the house and not the neighborhood. This is why I tell you to drive the neighborhood. Act like you live there. Like, go there for coffee on Saturday morning. Go to the park. Ride your bike around. Get a real feel for the neighborhood and see how well you fit in. Making decisions based on emotions. Of course, you're going to fall in love with a house, but really that's why I want you to actually stay, within the neighborhood. Once we actually sign a purchase offer, at that point it becomes a business transaction. So I'm going to ask you to set your emotions to the side and focus on the business, non-emotional, until we're at the closing table. And then you can get as emotional as you want. Assuming that you need 20% down, only if you want to put 20% down, but there's so many programs and things available to you here in the Twin Cities. Home ownership is looked at as stability and ownership in the neighborhoods, so it's very much encouraged. So there are programs that you may qualify for to help you with that down payment. Waiting for the unicorn. Yes, they do exist, but not always in the home purchasing market. So let's find a house that meets the 80-10-10 rule, which it fits 80% of your needs and wants and desires, 10% that you can change, and the other 10% that you can live with. Miscalculating the hidden costs of home ownership. You will have possibly maintenance. There'll be some yard work. You may have to have a snow shovel. You may need a lawnmower or some type of service. All those things are going to cost money. You may need draperies and curtains when you move in. So just, you want to be aware of that. There will be some costs, and you'll want to do some things once you move into the house. And then if you're looking at using gifts from friends or family as part of the down payment, make sure you've got those all lined up ahead of time when you begin the mortgage process so that we don't have to worry about something like that holding things up. So Nancy, why do I need buyer representation? Well, first of all, you want somebody who's totally involved in your side that has a fiduciary responsibility to you. So having a buyer representation agreement between the two of us just helps the process because you know you got somebody who's working solely on your behalf. So that's definitely something that you want. And in order to have these fiduciary duties, we do need a signed agreement between the two of us. Confidentiality goes to the grave, but these are all things that you can expect from me and that I owe to you once we have a signed agreement between us. So I really hope you enjoyed this short video and pitfalls and things to avoid during the home purchasing process. I'd love to help you, so let's get started. Give me a call today. You can reach me at 651-236-0636 or stop by my website at homeswithnancyberger.com, or you can always reach me via email, nancy.berger@cvrealty.com. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for stopping by.